How you doing, truck drivers? I'm James with Survivors Truck Talk, and this channel is dedicated to the personal development of truck drivers all around the industry. And what I want to address today in this discussion is stress the real job killer for us truck drivers? I've been truck driving for a little over 5 years now as an OTR driver, so I do know firsthand the challenges and the stresses that we face out there as truck drivers. We have dispatchers sometimes micromanaging us, and that causes some truck drivers to quit the industry when a dispatcher is constantly calling them, checking on them. Are you going to be on time for this load? Are you going to make it? You're taking too long on your break. And I know that you get the point, truck drivers. When we have a dispatcher like this and it's not fun, it makes us feel like we are not doing our job properly. And it's just not a good feeling and causes stress and frustration. Other areas can be, with our family, our wife, girlfriend, significant other, a brother or sister, or someone that we just clashed with. And now that is causing another stress in our life. Maybe our children are going through something. Whatever your case is, we all face these challenges in life. And especially as truck drivers, we are one of the most underappreciated industries, in the United States. We do not get paid enough, in my opinion, for what we do. Having to sacrifice to be away from home, driving through adverse weather, especially in the wintertime. If you drive I-80 in states like Utah, Wyoming, all the way up into California and the mountains, you know what I'm talking about. Those are stressful conditions. And so I can go on and on and on about how, as truck drivers, we are constantly under stress. And let's not get into the traffic in those big cities. Before I give us a highly effective method to lower our stress levels, I want to give you a little bit of science. Now, the body produces a chemical called cortisol, and that is responsible for stress. If our cortisol levels are too high, we're going to be frustrated, we're going to feel lousy, we're going to be in a bad mood, and we're going to get angry when we shouldn't be that angry over certain situations because our stress levels are high. And every day as truck drivers, we are facing stress. So we have to be more mindful of what we're going through. So the body produces this, and it can be associated with anxiety and fear as well. Your cortisol levels go up, and now we are in fight or flight mode, or even the freeze mode. And this goes all the way back to our ancestors, where they had to survive in certain conditions, survival of the fittest. And so this is a brief understanding that cortisol, if it's too high, we are in a bad situation because we're going to feel terrible every day. We're going to feel miserable. So I want us to be mindful of that. And here is the technique that I want to give you to do in the cab, to do before you go to sleep on your rest break, and that is called mindful awareness. And it's just simply sitting down in a relaxed place, maybe playing some classical music, some music that you enjoy that is going to just put you in a calm mood. And so you start to become aware of your surroundings. And this is great to do in nature as well. If you have, a nice shaded area where you can go under a tree and sit down and relax, or you're taking a little walk by a pond nearby a truck stop. And the whole idea, the whole practice is just to clear the clutter and allow your heartbeat to slow down and relax and begin to detox all the stresses of the day, and you become more centered and balanced. Another technique is that we can journal, write those thoughts down, remove the clutter in your mind. It's okay to be vulnerable with yourself and honest with yourself because it's your private personal journal and information, and that's where you want to be honest. Write those thoughts down, Write those emotions down. Why? Because journaling is a science-backed method that can remove the clutter. It's like a valve releasing all the mental pressure and stress of our mind and our bodies. And so journaling is highly effective. I encourage you to try it out, even if it's just a few times. Write these thoughts down because it will put you in a better mood. It'll help you feel more organized. And most importantly, you are more aware. You are mindfully aware of what is going on with your emotions and your mind and your state of being. So, truckers, this is just a reminder to manage that stress out there. Every day we are facing it. It's inevitable in our industry. And so I want to just encourage you to continue to hear videos like this and other videos that talk about how to lower stress and just live a more fulfilling and more balanced life. And if you like content like this, if you enjoyed this video, all I simply ask is that you simply like it, because it does help push the video to get the message out there. It helps this trucking channel. And if you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe as well.